Hello, everyone. Welcome to Planning with Ida. For today's session, I would like to go over my planner setup for the month of December and show you how I have planned for my month. We are the first week of December, so it's a whole lot of fun in front of us. For this one, I'm using Ruby. Although I think the Ruby now it has a different color band. Mine is black. I specifically purchased that maybe about 6 months ago for the month of December. So it's relatively new to my collection. I'm excited to have it. And I have two charms. These charms are also new to my collection. I have a gingerbread and a tree. I thought they were like so classic and beautiful. I liked everything in the box of Planner Perfect for the month of December. It was super, super beautiful, very Christmassy, and very much in line with everything. I'm using Eclipse from Ollie Store. I do not believe they have it anymore. It's an older clip, but they have so many beautiful new designs. No further ado, let's take a look at my dashboard. Let's see what I have inside. Again, as I mentioned, I really liked everything in this box. This is basically my dashboard. It is very, very Christmassy. I have the month, this small card for the month. In front, I always have this one in front of my TN. And I think the cards were just so gorgeous. I have to cut one of the cards to fit into this pocket because the cards, if they're vertically, they're taller. So I have to cut the top. And this is the book for the month of December. The tree and the gifts are so beautiful. This is the back of the book. Again, it's just amazingly gorgeous. Let's make sure that everything fit into the frame. So beautiful in the back. And this is the journal that it comes with the package. I also love the Power Girl in the top. I always like Jenny's Power Girl. And I thought the back was even prettier. What a beautiful back that she had on the journal. I have another book from previous years that I record all my gifts and I go back and modify and change. Of course, things change, but a lot of things I'll go over it with you are the same. The generic gift cards and cash and all those stuff are very similar, although this is the Christmassy inside. I have used it for many years before. So I'm starting with the plain pages. These are my plain pages. I have the red pen holder, and as a result, I didn't add a new pen holder to my December book. And then I have my 2025 book, which as I mentioned, I purchased that in March, so I still have a few more months to go before I finish that one. All right, let's go over my December planning. There's a lot happening. I'm sure it's the same with you. I used this washi to cover the signature page and then didn't do a whole lot over here, but I did on the month in review. I do use the washes in the bottom, so I will remember what was in the box. Also keeping the other December card at the end of the planner, and I highlight the important days and things that the events are happening. All right. Of course, I fill up the December monthly plan with all the plans I have. My cleaning team are not coming on the 26th and 27th, but they will be here. I have a weekly cleaning team. So every week they come. The reason is because I have 3 cats and I do need to vacuum and clean the house more often than others. I know a lot of people, when they have cleaning team, they come every other week, but I have to plan it that way. There is a New York trip plan for the 12, 13, and 14. It's a family event. There is events happening on Saturday afternoon, but I'm hoping that I get to see some of the decorations on Friday, and 14 we're coming back at night. So in the morning we have a chance to go see places and do things. I am with my mom who, she become tired. She can walk around and everything, but, I have to be a little bit mindful. And of course we have my niece who's 20 years old and has a lot of energy and wants to go see around everything. So we have to plan it very, very carefully to make sure that everybody has fun. My daughter and the family are coming. My son and my daughter-in-law will be staying with me during that, after Christmas all the way to New Year. So I'm excited about that. And we are planning a street party with all the neighbors on the 20th. My husband will cook the whole pig outside, and all the neighbors are participating in that event. It's a lot of fun. So I want to also show you how I plan with ChatGPT. I gave ChatGPT a lot of information and I asked him to come up with the neighbors' Christmas party sign up pages. So it came up with the main dishes, appetizer, sides and breads, and desserts, drinks, and also supplies and setup. ChatGPT is super good with planning, guys. So I highly recommend give it a try. Just give him some information, tell him, how many days, for example, you're planning or something, and it will help you a lot with the planning. All right, let me go back to my planning. Yes, the party is on the 20th, and I have I have a team that they help with serving. They're going to be here, although it's not inside the house, but I figured that, I may need some help with the cleaning the kitchen, and kids been here, my grandkids been here, and all that stuff. So super excited about that, but doing a lot of planning overall for the whole. I'm, maintaining my laundry days and dry cleaner days. My nail appointment is at 5 p.m. and my facial actually was happening on the 19th, which is the day that my daughter and grandkids are going to be here. So I moved it to the 18th already. So I haven't had a chance to document it. Yeah, I'm going to do the facial later in the day and after work because I am planning to actually work during the holiday. It's not so busy. So it's, I wanted to give my team sometimes off so they can enjoy their family. Therefore, I, make myself available during the holidays, but it's quiet. It's pretty quiet. All right. This is the current week that we are on. I, continue to do more workout and healthy lifestyle and healthy planning. I document it. I document everything I eat and document everything I drink and everything, all my workouts. It was a busy week. I went to work physically 4 times this time. I did have a meeting with our CEO, so wanted to be present when I'm presenting, wanted to actually be there. So I went to work Monday. Normally I work Mondays from home. All right. Today is actually a relatively busy day, going to pick up my mom and take her shopping for our trip to New York. But I wanted to actually show you I have planned my goals. All right, let's go over my media and books that I'm planning to read. Guys, I'm sorry to say that I did not make a whole lot of progress with the book I had last month because it was a month of Thanksgiving. I had 2 business trips to go. I have gone through a lot of B 2.0 book, listening to it, but I still have about 3 hours left. So I think it's going to be a busy month again. Not going to be very, pack my schedule with stuff that I can't do. So I'm going to stay. Hopefully I'll be just finished the 3 hours left with B 2.0. It was not very irrelevant to what I do. It's for people that they have their own business. And so I found a few things that I can actually use, but it was basically for the people who have their own business. Was it a pretty good, very nice book, and it rotates between 2 authors. One author I like better than the other one. So again, it wasn't like totally helpful, but not to the point that, I heard a lot of good things about it. And of course, if you have your own business, I highly recommend it. I am reading The Woman of Lion. It's just started it. It's a physical book. So I'm trying to read that at night, a few pages. It's a good book. I highly recommend it. It's a Persian story and, I can relate to it. We have been watching Hallmark movies with my husband. We love those. And I've already watched 2, and I think I'm going to watch more. It's just something that we do on the weekend together and we enjoy doing it. I'm doing my daily Spanish, guys. Soon I'm going to be doing my Duolingo for a whole year. I'm looking forward to reach 365 days. Right now I'm on 278, I think. So very excited. Continue doing that, although I don't think I can speak. So still, far from being perfect, although I've been, practicing for approximately 9 months now, or maybe more, 10 months, yes. And I'm doing my spirituality reading and spirituality practice. It's always so wonderful to do that. It makes me calm and relax. And of course, I do nightly journaling and my gratitude at night. I am back into my morning pages. I love doing that. It's kind of very relaxing, guys. Not religious about it. So sometimes I do that, sometimes don't, and it's totally okay. But when I have time, or when I get up early and I have time, I like to do that. It's kind of like meditation for me. It makes my day going very, very smooth. So love doing that. Then planning for holidays. I have to still finalize our itinerary for New York. I'll do all the paperwork and planning for my family. I have to reserve an Uber to take us to the airport. We're leaving very early morning. So I'm going to go spend the night at my mom's house a night before, because if we have to leave at 3:30 a.m. to be there at 4, I better, call the Uber to do that. And I better to be at my mom's house because my sister and my niece, they live in the same area. They like one street away. So it will work perfectly fine. And I would like to print all the papers. I haven't done that yet. Of course, haven't packed yet. It's still, still have a few things to buy. And hopefully this afternoon, I'm going to have time to go shopping with my mom. I need a heavier jacket, and I'm traveling on January to DC for work again. So I decided to invest on the very heavy jacket. Anyhow, seems like that every year I'm traveling to someplace cold. I live in Florida, so I don't need really warm clothing. But I've been investing for the past 2 years on some of the warmer clothes, and they were well used. So I think that was a good investment. And then, I'm planning for a street party as I show you the page, but I also want to, do a few things. I need an outfit for it. I like to have a Christmassy top on, and I still have to wrap all my gifts before December 20th and prepare my home for my guests. I wash all the sheets, I wash all the towels, I, clean that. I do deep clean the guest rooms and make that as less cluttered as possible for them to be able to, put their stuff there and be comfortable with the room. I'm cooking 2 beans. I cook the black beans and the red beans for the party, and both are Latin recipe. Over the years, I have learned how to do that, and every year I prepare the beans. And I'm making some flowers. My mom makes, beautiful bucket of flowers arrangement. So I'm going to have arrangement for Christmas. I am going to have a centerpiece for myself, but I also want to send a thank you arrangement to my financial advisor and also my doctor office and some of the businesses that we work with, like a association of the property that I'm renting. And my mom does the bucket and my sister do the delivery. So it's not as expensive as it would be for someone else. I'm just very lucky to have access to those resources. All right. And these and decoration, guys, are from Coco Daisy. So Coco Daisy this month was super pretty. I love those little cartoon sheets that Coco Daisy put in. I realized that it's not Christmassy. However, Coco Daisy offered a separate Christmassy stickers and everything. Too late for me to order them. I looked at it this morning and I may actually order it for next year. They're very, very pretty. I love this decoration, but it's more like a winter design. Although she has some of the, Christmassy stickers in it, but mass majority of them are more winter and cooking and a warm kitchen, stuff like that. But I do like it, and I use this I'll show you how I use it on my planner. Yeah, I have a page for housekeeping this month. As you know, I put away already the Thanksgiving decorations. I brought in a lot of my Christmas decoration, although I have a Christmas tree I bought, but I It's not decorated yet. So hopefully this is something I can do either today or tomorrow. As I mentioned, I want to clean and organize my guest room. And we did some outdoor decoration. We didn't have much. Every year we have to go over our, decoration, upgrade them and get rid of some. So we did purchase some new outdoor decoration. And my husband was telling me the reason it doesn't look so good, it's because I don't participate in outdoor decoration and he's the one does normally do that. I do the indoor decoration. It's normally very nice and very Christmassy, but so I promise him that I will help him out this year. I'm going to plan simple weekly meals, especially that I'm going to have my family around. So I would like to have them something memorable and all the other favorites. So made a list. I'm going to show you on my book. Made a list of all their favorites, and I'm going to try to feed them into the schedule while they are here. And I'm going to check all my skincares and makeup products. And because I'm, making a list for my Christmas stuff, I'm going to get rid of all the older products. Some of the products, are older than 2 years, and the product doesn't last that long, guys. So make sure if you have I know that some of those creams and stuff are very expensive, and we tend to keep them for much longer time, but please go over them. They're not healthy to keep them for many years around. And then I have the stuff to buy, obviously gifts, gift lists that are still not completed. I've completed a lot. And I actually have cards for everybody that I put cash in, including the cleaning team, my personal trainer. I'm going to give her a Lululemon gift card because I know that's something she always uses. I'll give my nail technician some gift, a mail carrier, a gardener. Again, as I mentioned, I'll send a flower arrangement to some of the businesses. And it's also time to make sure I have all my yearly planner and journals. I have purchased many of them, and I'm going to go over, I'm going to show you what I plan to do next year, which I'm actually eliminating a lot of my planners, although, I use all that I ordered for this year. I stick with it and use them all, but I'm eliminating some of them, and I'll show you what I plan to use for 2026 the next video. And as I mentioned, I need to get a few Christmassy outfits. I know they're not going to get so much use and you don't want to repeat them always. So I tend to have a very plain, for example, shirt, green or red, and I match it with something else. But, I like to have a little bit of the Christmassy touch. So I think I'm going to pick up the t-shirts or tops from Talbot's, but haven't decided on that yet. So more to come on that one. All right, a little bit on the washi and the stickers. Again, I think Jenny did such a great job with the sticker. Stickers came out so gorgeous, and I had so many of the washes left from the previous years. So I decided to use all my Christmassy and they were a perfect match with Planner Perfect stickers. For those of you who haven't watched my YouTube before, I am in the narrow of Planner Perfect. Currently, I'm subscribed to the full package. Although, as I mentioned, I think I'm going to change that next year to the quarterly book. And these are narrow. My tins are narrow. And the box comes with washes and stickers. These washi, however, I think they were from Amazon. I purchased those a few years ago and I'm still using them. They're not very thick like Jenny's one. So they're on the last leg and they're going to be finished soon. I only use them during the Christmas time. These were from previous years. Jenny's son did the drawing. Came out very pretty. And I thought it was a very good match with some of the stickers that she has. I really love this page. That was with yesterday planning. And I do actually plan my day. Like Jenny is saying, I don't write too much, but all the stuff that I have to do on my planning for the day. And then I'm, going through all the habit I want to, all the routine and habits that I have to do, a to-do list that are left over. And a lot of time they're still going to be left over. Over here, I normally write down one very good thing that has happened through the day, one positive input. And so because of that, I'll decorate it that way. This is Jenny's or Planner Perfect December washi. They're little soldiers, really, really cute. And they are matching with the previous years, some of the previous years stickers. This is what I was telling you about Cocoa Daisy. So Cocoa Daisy is like a cozy kitchen, and the wintry colors, I already have planned my week for next week, and I use the Cocoa Daisy. I think this is so adorable. I just absolutely love all the washes and the sticker from Cocoa Daisy. Very, very adorable. I heard this design. Some people love it, some people don't. I am one of the people who absolutely love this wash. It's like a cartoon character, and it's very, very adorable. Because I'm using Cocoa Daisy app, most likely, the Mondays after that should follow with the same wash and same design. And these washes were from a previous package, but I thought it was a perfect match with this color. So this page is all from Cocoa Daisy sticker, washi, and a design from Cocoa Daisy. And then moving forward with a lot of, leftover stickers from Planner Perfect, I was able to create a very Christmassy theme of my pages. And I thought they came out really, really nice and so beautiful. So they're all, ready for my next week. This is from last month, came in November package. And I thought since it's the ladies with the wintry clothes, it would be a good match for Christmas. And on my booklet, journaling booklet, I am decorating it with Cocoa Daisy's little pocket, which I mentioned I always love. It's one of my favorite things. This is the card came with it. How cute is that, guys? I love it. Most likely I'm not going to finish the whole book, so I will continue using it next year as well. But it's a cozy thing, had this sticker, so I thought it's a perfect planning for my, baking, cooking, and everything I have to do. So I have a cooking page, and I will, plan all the things that I have to buy for it and all the things I have to make. And I mentioned that I try to do all this stuff that my kids like. I would fit it into this booklet. And again, it's a lot, so I probably would have left over and keep using it next year, like this book. This one is the one from 2 years ago. I ordered it separately. It's a predefined Christmassy stuff. Let me show you some of those. It's like this, like gift recipients and stocking. I don't do stocking as much, guys. I have a lot of gift recipients. So it was predefined, and I've been using it, and it's my third year, but I decided to start from the blank pages and use them the way it's more helpful to myself. This is from Planning with Kay, Winter Memory 2025. And this page, documenting all the gifts that I've already done. I've, do the checkbox and cross it over. I've already planned it. Obviously, I haven't given it to them yet. And the gifts that I still have to pack and still have to buy, the store I have to go. And basically, everything I have to prep. And my outfit plans, right? A few of the things that I need to still purchase to be ready for the month. It continues to the next page. And again, this is a gift booklet, and most likely I'm going to continue using it for next year as well. On my yearly plan, we are in the month of Christmas. I transfer all that stuff into my planner book. And so it's already done. There's no more documentation going into this page, but I keep it because I still have to do the January. Okay, January on this booklet, guys, came out incorrect because, look at Wednesday, it says 1, and the whole page had the wrong number. So I used my Cocoa Daisy numbers to cover it and correct it. That's why you see it the way you see it. I fixed the numbering, and enter are filling the important days for the month of January and getting ready for next month. I have a few trips to go. It's a very busy month. For a lot is happening for work. I do like the little notepad and the planner perfect, write a better story. I am planning to order a few more because I'm running out of those. I use that as a scratch paper and document a lot of things, and I transfer that back into my TN. Well, this is my TN for the month of December. Love this picture. I thought it came out really, really pretty, and that's the reason I have it on the top. Thank you so much for listening to me. Hopefully, you have a wonderful, wonderful month. Celebrate with your friends, family, and have a wonderful time. Thank you, everyone. And until next video,